What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like these. That being said, let's get into it. Frank Martin, after being brutally knocked out by Gervonta Davis in this fight, has not returned to the ring in a long time. We haven't seen him fight anybody since the Gervonta Davis fight. He just broke the internet today speaking on the Gervonta Davis fight. He said he tried to give Tank his credit, but then he took the credit away immediately, which makes no sense. You give the guy the credit, and then you still talking smack. I mean, it don't make sense to me. I don't get it. Anyway, Frank Warren had a lot to say. If you watch that fight, you know that Frank Martin was kind of winning the fight. He was banking in the rounds, but then again, it was probably all just a setup from Tank. Tank was just setting him up from the beginning. That's what it looked like. And Frank Martin fell for it. Tank just let Frank hit him at will to get his confidence up, which is dangerous. Which is really dangerous because Tank could have got hurt. He keep letting this man hit him. Maybe he felt his power and he couldn't hurt him. So he was willing to take that risk and just let him hit him. But still, that's dangerous. I don't think that's smart boxing. I wouldn't just let somebody just hit me. Just like, come on, just because they can't hurt me. You don't want to get too overconfident and let people hit you just because they can't hurt you. Like, that's not smart. That's not how boxing should be. You don't just let people crack you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what Tank was allowing to happen. He was allowing Frank to just crack off on him. And he wasn't really doing nothing. Until he had to do something. Until he saw the opening. Then he took advantage of it. But other than that, Frank Martin was dominating the fight. But you know what's shocking about everything Frank Martin was saying? I'm about to tell you what he said. He said he was doing what he had to do. But he believed that even if he had seen the 12th round and he never got caught or knocked out by Gervonta Davis, he felt like they was going to rob him anyway. He felt like all his hard work, everything he did, wouldn't have mattered. He felt like they was going to rob him. That's what Frank said. I didn't say that. Frank said that. Frank said, I believe they was going to still rob me. Even with everything I was doing winning the fight, they were still going to rob me. What do you guys think about Frank saying that? Believing that he was going to get robbed if he had saw the 12th round and Gervonta never knocked him out. I actually agree with Frank. I think he was still gonna lose. I think he was gonna get robbed. I don't think they was gonna give Frank the fight. He explained why he believed that too. He said because Gervonta selling out stadiums. He says a few fighters in boxing that's like that. They're making a lot of money off of these guys when they fight, and they want to keep it like that. Boxing is political. At the end of the day, it's prize fighting. And who wouldn't want to go where the most money's at? Why stay somewhere and the money's not, up to par. So I understand why these fighters do what they do, or why the promoters and sanctioning bodies do what they do. It's prize fighting. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, it's just good to see Frank Martin back talking again. He talked about moving up in weight. He talked about fighting Keyshawn Davis. He talked about a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, what's more important, other than everything else he talked about, was the fact that he's not with Derrick James no more. What the frick is Derrick James doing to lose these fighters? Like, I know Charlo didn't really train with Derrick James. He trained with Juan Guzman and somebody else or some shit. I'm talking about Jermell Charlo. He didn't train with him. And now Frank Martin is not trying to train with Derrick James. He's training with freaking, what's his name? Buddy McGirt. We know Earl Spence is not there. So maybe that's why the split happened. Earl Spence isn't with Derrick, so you figure, how long can Frank be with Derrick if his guy Earl Spence isn't with Derrick? And when Frank broke silence, we got that answer. Frank is definitely not with Derrick. He's with Buddy McGirt and somebody else. So I don't know what was the split. I don't know why it happened. Frank didn't really get into it. He just said he'll be training with his lead trainer, Buddy McGirt. So we just gotta wait and see. I really wanted to see Frank versus Key. Frank said he's open to the fight, but he only wants to fight at 140. So who knows? We might get it, we might not. Only time will tell. But Frank seemed like he's in a happy place. He seemed relaxed. He seemed fine. He's not stressing. So, shout out to Frank. It is what it is. I just want to see him get back in the ring. He says he wants to get back in the ring 3 to 4 times a year. So, he needs to get back in the ring. But anyway, it's your boy Don't Credit. I'm out.